Live from Hickory, it's country-ish. Hit it, Alan.
Just a country boy, and he's making it good. He was Shaw's underdog, dressed in overalls, living next to the woods. He liked to eat the sushi, but he don't even fish. Not so much a country boy, it's more like he's country-ish. Moved out of Hickory and headed for Southern Cal. Wound up in TV and film, making popsicle proud. Now this country boy is back with his family. Got himself a podcast, he knows it'll last, 'cause he's in Hickory.
Yeah, baby, that's right. I am from Hickory, and I'm happy about it. I hope you're happy, healthy, safe, and sound, no matter who you are or where you are. And I always like to begin the show with this. What up, bumpkins? How you doing? Those are my hardcore fans, the hardcore country-ish fans. Thank you for tuning in. We got a supersonic show for you today. Very funny comedian from Canada, eh? Guy named Gerry D. Came in third on Last Comic Standing. He's going to zoom into the show later. I've got residual checks. We're going to play another game of How Much Is That Screen Actors Guild Residual Check. And we've got a crazy story out of Florida. Shocker. Everyone knows about the video, but they don't know about the follow-up. Talking about an alligator and a puppy and a man with a cigar. So we're going to get to that all coming up. And, yeah, I think that's good. But let me get – also, FYI, we're live right now. We're live on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. And I got two interns back here that is reading your comments. So from time to time, if they have an interesting comment, we'll take it. You got intern Isaiah and Elliot, the intern. They're sitting right next to each other. Very happy to read your comments. In fact, we do like to start the show with Patreon supporters or iTunes reviews. And I believe we have a new iTunes review. So if you want to help the podcast and you have no money, best thing you could do is go to iTunes or Apple Podcast and write a review or give us 5 stars. And I believe we have one. Isaiah, is this true? Do we have a new iTunes review?
Yeah, we have a brand spanking new iTunes review.
Let's hear it.
Golf Chef gave us a 5-star rating.
Wait, time out. Who?
Golf Chef.
Okay, Golf Chef. Got you.
Did I say golf or golf?
I don't know what you said at the beginning. I heard golf fifth. I don't know what I heard. Go ahead, continue though. I'm very excited.
He gave us a 5-star rating, and he said any tour dates on the Dirty Coast, Panama City to New Orleans, is fantastic right now.
Yeah, I don't have any dates on the Gulf Coast, but shout out to what's his name?
Golf Chef.
Thank you, Golf Chef. But let me get to the man sitting across the table. All right? I don't do this podcast by myself. I do it with my friends. And sitting right now at my 128 is a very tall man coming in at 9 feet 7 inches tall. I like to call him the Southeastern Man of Mystery. Also goes by Sebastian. How are you?
Fantastic, brother. Fantastic.
Good to see you as always.
It's been a pleasure getting here.
I'm very excited because we have a show coming up soon, a live show.
Oh, yes. This Saturday.
That's right. This Saturday, we're going to do a live country-ish podcast at MVP, Mountain View Pub. It'll be me, you, Stamos will be there, the Alan Jackson will be there, possibly Elliot or you're coming, and then maybe Isaiah. I don't know if you're allowed.
Am I allowed?
Is it
21 and up?
We'll have to figure that out. Maybe I'll have you out in the parking lot selling T-shirts and hats. Somewhere where it's nice and cold in the parking lot. We'll figure it out. But what you need to know is we're going to be doing residual check game. So if you show up, there's a chance you could win a residual check. And I think we'll do a Goodwill Hunting segment and a small town news segment. And then after us, Southern Star Town's going to rock it out. They will be making the rafter shake and your biscuits bake. As long as us too. So, yeah.
Get there early.
Yeah, get there early. I think it starts at 7.
Right.
That's when we start.
Yeah. So you want to get there and get
Yeah.
a table and
Because it's not a big venue.
Yep.
I mean, really, it's not that big. I'm not sure how they're doing. I don't think it's cover charge either. I think you just show up. Is there a cover charge?
I don't think so.
I don't think there is. Just show up. We're just winging it. So, I don't know where to start with about this show. We've got lots to catch up on. See this right here?
It's a big box.
Someone sent us this Christmas gift. I'm assuming it's Christmas. It's wrapped in Frosty the Snowman wrapping paper. And I don't know what's in the box. What's in this box? I don't know. But we're going to open it.
Find out when.
We'll open it at the end of the show. Maybe people can make guesses. Leave a comment. What do you think's in the box? I can tell you who it's from. It's from a dude named Thomas Ewert. Ewert. Says to the country-ish crew. So this is for all of us. I don't know what it is.
And it's heavy.
It is heavy. But we're going to open it at the end of the show. What do you think it is? Leave us a comment. Okay, so do you remember when we were doing a segment called John's Journal? I would read from my high school journal. And then I found these letters that I sent to and from Russia.
Yeah, from the Russian letters with love.
Remember that?
Yep.
And I'm like, how funny would it be if I responded and I wrote this girl a letter? So basically, if you don't know what I'm talking about, go back and listen to past episodes. I found some old pen pal letters from 1990 of a Russian pen pal that I had. And I read them on the show. I mean, it was old, we showed them and everything. And I thought it would be funny if I responded and answered her questions back then even. And I physically wrote a letter, typed it out, and then wrote it, put it in an envelope, and I mailed it to Russia because I had no other way to get in contact with her. There was no email back then. There was no internet. So I was like, I'll send it to the same address. And I got a response.
Finally got a response.
Because in my letter to her, I included my email.
Okay.
So she emailed me. And we have her email along with the picture. Now, Alan, I think what I would like to do...
Let me move
the box. Is show everybody the original picture first.
Now, what's her name again?
I think it's Natasha.
Natasha. Okay.
Or it could be Natalia. That's a good question. I'm glad you asked because I'm going to bring that up here in a minute. Okay, now there you see on the far left a very handsome, fit, young John Reed with no beard, with his eyes closed.
Nice Dockers, no belt.
No belt, not necessary.
Not necessary.
They fit me perfect. Got my people-to-people shirt on. I got like some little butterfly pendant that they must have given me, and I don't know what that hat is. But anyway, there are 3 Russian beauties between me and this other dude named Stacy, and the girl in the middle is the girl that I became a pen pal with. Okay. One of them. Now, if you remember in this series of letters, Russian letters, there were 2 girls. The first 3 letters I wrote was either Natasha or Natalie or Natalia. And then the last one was either not the other way around. And I believe it was the last one that responded to me. All right?
Okay.
Just FYI. So there she is, and all of a sudden... Because I thought it was over. It's been a while since we've done these Russian letters. I thought it was done. I thought, well, that was lost cause. I bought all these Russian stamps for no reason because I thought it would continue, and it was over with. And then, lo and behold, I get an email from her. Now, what should I do first? Do you want to see the new picture? No, let me read it first. I'll read the letter, and then we'll show you what the girl in the middle looks like now.
Okay.
Dear John, it was unexpected and pleasant to receive a letter from you, as if I returned to childhood for a minute. A lot has changed in 30 years. You came to the Soviet Union, but now it is gone. And there are many independent states. The country where I live now is Ukraine. We are at war with Russia. The part of the Ukraine territories is occupied. Politicians try to turn one people against another. It can be difficult for me to communicate with friends from Russia. Now, about my friends Natasha and Kate. That's the other two girls.
Oh, okay.
Because that's what I was asking about. She had mailed me about them as well. You know, just a basic sort of pen pal-y letter. And she included her friends in it. So I asked about them. She goes, now, about my friends Natasha and Kate. Natasha entered the Constructional Engineering Institute, but did not finish it, and left for permanent residence in America. There she received an economic education, got married, and gave birth to 2 children. Unfortunately, the connection with her was cut off, and we are not communicating now. I wonder who that would. I don't know who that is and what part of America she's in. Maybe that's the next challenge, is we hunt her down. Okay, Kate, and that was, which one was she? That was Natasha. Okay, Kate graduated from the Kate graduated from the Constructional Engineer Institute as her parents wanted. She works in a construction company in our city. Kate got married and gave birth to 2 daughters. As for me, I did not enter the Trade Institute as my parents wanted. I always wanted my profession to be related to fashion and design. So I graduated from the Academy of Light Industry in Kiev as an engineer constructor of clothes.
She engineers clothes.
I mean, it's basically saying she's a fashion designer.
Yeah.
But I love that she graduated from the Academy of Light Industry in Kiev as an engineer constructor of clothes.
Yeah.
That's what we should start calling fashion designers. Oh, you're an engineer constructor of clothes.
Is that like a garbage man's a sanitation engineer?
Right.
Development?
I think that's exactly what it is.
Yeah. Sounds great.
But I guess it's legit. She goes, I am currently working as a teacher at Pedagogical University in Poltava at the Faculty of Technology and Design. Wow. I teach disciplines related to the creation of clothing. I am married. My husband is an officer of the Ukraine Army and a teacher at a military college. So just so everyone knows, I have a girlfriend. I am no way hitting on this person at all. Especially if she's married to a guy in the Ukrainian army. Right. I don't want to get poisoned, right? She goes, yeah, that was her husband. Then she says, I have a daughter. She is already 18 years old. I am proud of my daughter. She graduated from school with a gold medal and got the opportunity to study for free at a prestigious university in our country. My daughter decided to become an entrepreneur. She is learning English and French. And then she goes on to say, it's great that you have become so famous and successful. My daughter found you on Instagram. You have so many followers. Now I can boast that I know the famous American actor and podcaster. Best wishes, Natalia Orlova. And she sent a picture. Would you like to see?
I would love to see the picture.
What the girl in the middle looks like now with her daughter. Okay, Alan. Bam!
Wow.
There she is with her daughter.
And the gold medal.
And she's got her gold medal that she received for doing good in school. And it looks like she's holding, I don't know, it looks like 4 separate degrees maybe. I don't know. But 4 different little certificates, or maybe it's 1. And that's what she looks like now.
All right.
Isn't that crazy? In that old picture, I mean, if you go back to the first picture, Alan, I'll show you her in the middle. She even looks like even then that she was into fashion. Because look, she's got the thing in the hair. She's got the choker.
Matching.
Yep. She's got like a mini skirt with a pink top. So she's obviously more dressed up than the girl on the right.
Oh, yeah.
So I thought that was cool, man, that this girl reached out to me. Now, what's confusing to me is in this letter, she says, best wishes, Natalia. But in the email I received, the actual name on it, the subject, it says, your pen pal, Natasha.
Maybe.
Now, what she might be saying is, hey, I'm not. You were asking about Natasha in this letter,
Okay.
but I'm Natalia.
Okay.
So that makes sense to me.
Or maybe it could have been Natalia that I had hit me up last week on UkrainianMailOrderBrides.com.
Oh yeah.
It looks familiar.
Well, I wouldn't mess with her if her husband's a Ukrainian military guy. Yeah, I'd be careful.
Oh,
but anyway,
what a cool story.
So if there's anyone watching us from Russia, привет, хорошо, до свидания. All right, cool, huh?
Pretty cool.
Pretty neat.
Where was that? We're trending.
I've
at?
emailed her back, by the way. I
Did you?
said, "Hey, that's crazy you responded. I'd love to have you zoom into the show." So I'm hoping that there's a way that we could get her to zoom into the show and we could talk to her and,
Yeah.
and see what
I was
she
going to ask you.
remembers.
Yeah, it would be nice if she could
Yeah.
show up.
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
I wonder if they're
12
I mean,
hours.
she did email me, so she does have internet.
Yeah,
But do you think they could do Zoom
probably.
or WebEx,
Ukraine's pretty advanced,
Skype?
though.
Yeah. I don't know if their country's like strict on that.
Oh,
outside.
maybe you can't
with
get
the
out.
whole Russian American relations with the elections and all that crap. Who knows who's watching or whatever. So I thought that was cool. All right, moving on. Oh shoot, Alan,
You got
do we have people on hold?
Yeah, that's 8:15 right now.
It's 8:15 right now, and I have other
Perfect
things I
time.
want to talk about. Okay,
Oh.
we'll do this in between stuff. I want to talk about a guy reached out to me, sent me a funny email about a video game called Tubin, and I look like the guy on the cover. So we'll talk about that. I want to talk about Hillbilly Elegy, and that's it. So, all right, I think it's time to play now. I've got 4 envelopes here from the Screen Actors Guild /AFTRA. I did some acting back in my day.
Heard.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What's some of your favorites?
I like Jane the Virgin, one of my
Thank you.
favorites that you've done.
I appreciate it.
The Eastbound and Down, the big stuff,
Yeah.
the Harold Kumar movies. But I'm talking Jane the Virgin.
I shined
You shined.
in Jane the Virgin.
Fantastic.
You know what got me that part, by the way, in this audition? Like, I'm method.
Yep.
So my part was for an exterminator. And during the audition, as I'm reading my lines, I'm doing this a lot.
Scratching itching.
And I'm doing this. Like that. Just the little tiny things.
The details.
And they were laughing.
Oh, yeah.
And they go, all right, this guy's
got to be.
So
He's
in,
got to be
in the
exterminator.
first take, I'm scratching a lot. And the director's like, can you do maybe 50% on the scratch? Right now you're at 100. Can you bring it to
Bring it
50?
to 50.
I'm like, you got it, boss. So, but thank you. I've done some acting in my day.
Yep.
Sitcoms, movies, commercials. I've done some adult films that my mom's ashamed of. I don't want to talk about that, but they have to pay you. They have to pay you residuals when they air them. And I get these checks in the mail, and I thought we'd make a game out of it. So here's the game. You guess what the amount is. I'm going to open the check, the envelope. I'll tell you what it's for, how it's airing. You guess the amount. Closest one wins the game. If you get it exactly right, I give you the check. It's a game that we like to call
How much is that Screen Actors Guild residual
check. It's hard to hear. How much? Did you play it again by accident? All righty then. I will let you choose the envelope.
I got the check.
And there's 4 different ones to choose
I'm
from.
going to take number 2, sir. Number 2.
Envelope number 2. I'm opening the envelope now. I'm going to pull this out of here, and it does look like a check. Last week,
I saw that last week. It was a bill.
it was a bill.
Somebody got the bill.
I had to pay it.
Did you?
It's only fair. Okay. All right. Okie dokie. This is for one episode
Oh, one episode.
of a show called Blackish. I was in one episode. It was called Martin Luther Skiing Day. They went on a journey to go snow skiing, and they had to stop at a little town store, my store, called Whitey's.
Yeah.
I played a dude named Whitey, and this is for that. One episode.
One
And
episode.
this is for, oh gosh, I don't understand this. It says it's for, the market is just simply called syndication.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know what that, I've not seen this before. One episode, syndication, one check. Sebastian, how much is this Screen Actors Guild Presidential check?
$22.42. Maybe.
Okay.
Yes, that's it. That's it.
Yeah.
And Isaiah, if you say 22.43, I'm going to come back to the sound room. No, just a warning. 6'4".
All right. Isaiah. Wait, let's lock you in first. How would you like to be locked in?
Pop and lock.
Oh, the pop and lock.
The pop and lock.
Ooh. Pop? You want to pop and lock? You want to pop and lock?
I'll pop and lock. Nice.
Pop
I
and
threw
lock.
that one on you, didn't I?
You did. I stalled.
Good
for a
recovery.
minute.
You got to get it, didn't you?
All right. No one else asked for a pop and lock because I want to be sitting here popping all my joints. Okay. Wait, what was it? 22?
$22.42.
22.42 locked in. Okay. Intern Isaiah, how much is that?
I'm going to go $25.71.
All right.
Scared him up
Do you
$3
want me
to see
to
that.
do the impression, or do you want to do it? I just love the way he says dollars. Dollars. That's my favorite. Almost one of my favorite words that you say is dollars.
How much was it again?
25.
$25.71.
Oh, he didn't say dollars.
Oh,
Dollars. Okay, very good. All right, we got people on hold, the Alan Jackson. I don't want to keep them holding much longer. Let's go to the phone lines. Does it?
Get Elliot in there, and then we'll do that.
All right, Elliot, what's your guess?
$33.77.
$33.77.
Yes, sir.
You guys are all locked in. All right, boom. All right. Who do we got on the
six
phone?
on the hold.
Oh, my goodness gracious. We have 6 people on hold.
First one coming in.
And I don't know if we can get to all 6 of these people, but hi, I'm John Reap. You're on the phone with me. Who am I talking to?
Samantha, how are you, John?
Samantha Dawn Kingston, everybody. Doing well. Thanks for asking. How are you? How's your kidneys?
Doing better.
I know you had the kidney stone, so you've recovered?
Yes.
Okay, very good.
Doing better and making you some jerky in the morning.
oh.
You're making me some jerky, huh?
Yes, sir.
I can't wait. So here's a clue. That's not what's in that box. Because I knew Samantha was cooking up something. She likes to send us stuff from time to time. I don't think this is not jerky from Samantha.
Right.
All right, Samantha. What's your guess, my dear?
22.45.
Samantha, you are the devil.
What was yours?
22.42.
Oh, Samantha.
So I'm
I
gonna
wonder
pray.
why she chose that
I'm
number.
gonna pray right now for you.
All right, Samantha. How do you want to be locked in?
Doesn't matter. You do what you do.
All right. I'm just going to do a swizzle. I like that one. Oh, what was this?
I'm gonna give her the
I'm going to pray for you, Locke.
Pray for you, Locke.
Yeah.
Since you,
What's that called? This whole thing's called something. Genuflect, Locke?
yeah.
Yeah. All right. Put her on hold. Who's next? Hi, I am John Reap. You're on the show with me. Who am I talking to?
This is Shane Flint, Virginia.
Shane Flint from Virginia. Good to have you, brother. How are you?
Doing great.
Okay, man. You've heard people guess. What is your guess, Shane Flint from Virginia?
I'm going to go with $71.19.
$71.19. Okay, no one's getting into the triple digits. That's interesting. No comment. Put him on hold. All right. All right, D. Alan Jackson. Since we have 6 people, I'm going to go quick. All right. You are now on Country-ish. Who am I talking to?
This is Sean with a U, Kelly.
Sean with a U,
Sean
Kelly.
with a U, Kelly.
We are live right now on
I know.
Country-ish, buddy. How are you?
I'm pretty good. How you guys doing?
We're doing great. Sean?
Did I ask you a question when you were taking a sip?
You did. You did. Wow, you're good.
Yeah.
What's your guess,
Hey,
buddy?
by the way, what's up, Sebastian?
Repeat that.
I said what? I said, hey, Sebastian.
Sean with a U, my man. If anybody wants to take me out to dinner like Sean done,
Has
Sean,
he taken you out?
He took me out to dinner
When?
this weekend. I'm all over the Southeast. I'll go to dinner with you in any state.
Wait, Sean Kelly and you went out to eat?
Went out to eat, yes.
Where?
In
Florida?
Ormond Beach, Florida.
I thought he said Virginia.
Oh, he's in Florida. That's where we get jacked up.
No, I'm in Florida.
Yep.
Well, why did you say
I
Virginia?
didn't.
He did.
He did. That's what I thought he said the first time I talked to him too. That's why.
Sean with a U, Kelly lying to people.
Sean, are you a regional man of mystery?
Wait a minute. Maybe you found your match.
Yes, I'm also a man of mystery.
Yeah. Wait, where did y'all go eat?
We went to a tiki bar named what's the name of that again? Sean Kona.
Kona.
Yeah.
Kona.
Great.
Wow.
It's fantastic.
Did y'all take pictures?
It was a lot of fun.
We didn't take any pictures though.
Man,
well, we
you
were
could-
both undercover.
Right. Did I just blow your cover?
Well, no, you didn't.
Sean with a U, Kelly, are you allowed to be in Florida with Sebastian? Are you? Did I bust you?
Well, I'm allowed to. My wife gave me permission to go hang out with him Saturday.
Did you have a good time?
Night. So yeah.
Did you?
Oh yeah, it was fun. It was a lot of fun.
Did y'all have drinks?
Oh yeah.
Oh man, you guys went on a
Yeah,
date
we
and
felt
didn't
weird.
tell us. Yeah. All right. Well, look, who picked up the bill? Did you all go Dutch?
Sean Kelly picked up the bill. That way, y'all all fans pick up bills. That's why I'm getting a lot of offers.
This is great. Wow, I feel like you owe me a meal now.
I know.
All right, Sean with you, Kelly. That was interesting. What's your guess, buddy?
Oh, now I got to do that. I forgot what we were doing. I'm going to say $57.69.
All right, $57.69. You were locked in. All right, the Alan Jackson. Let's move on. How many more people do we have left? 3 more. Let's get to all of them this time.
Let's do it.
All right, you're on the Country-ish podcast with John Reeb. Who am I talking to?
This is Colleen from Ohio.
Colleen?
Yep,
Nice.
you got it.
Okay, Ohio. What part of Ohio?
I'm just west of Mansfield, little tiny town called Galleon.
Galleon! Oh my gosh, I know. OH! OH!
That's okay. I have to admit, I'm a transplant. I'm originally from Los Angeles, so I've only been here a little while, so I'm still getting the hang of it. But
That's
I'll get
okay.
there.
Well, that's why I got a little fishy because I had to repeat OH twice.
Mm-hmm.
See, if you go anywhere in Ohio,
I'm sorry.
you just yell out OH.
Like
Yeah, they will go.
I know.
I-O right back at you.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. How did you go
I'm
from
learning,
Los
but you know what?
Angeles? How did you go from Los Angeles to Ohio?
Yeah, so my son-in-law and my daughter retired out of military, and my son-in-law was born and raised here in Galleon. So they decided to raise the grandkids here, and I got tired of working literally 3 jobs just to barely make it. And they said, "Mom, come live here and live like a queen." And I said, "Okay."
That's right.
And it's been great. I love it.
Wow.
Had our first snow today. Yeah.
First what?
Snow.
Oh,
So
first
it's been-
snow.
first snow. Actually started yesterday. I take that back. Actually started yesterday, so I think we got about 6 inches.
Oh,
So
that's what
it's just been
Sebastian's
great.
got. Just kidding.
That's what she said, right?
That's
So-
right. Yeah, sorry about that.
He couldn't help it.
Yeah.
I'm
it's
trying to think if I've been to Galleon. I've heard of the Spanish Galleon.
Yeah.
I've heard of.
We've ate at the Spanish galleon
What,
before.
have we?
I
That
think
sounds
so.
familiar.
Captain's galleon.
Captain's Galleon. I wonder what. All right.
Yeah. So we're right. So if you go between Mansfield and maybe Marion, where the reformatory is, where they filmed Shawshank Redemption.
Oh,
I'm
my-
about 25 minutes west of that.
Cool. All right. Well,
So,
I go to
just right there.
Ohio quite
Yeah.
a bit. I go to Columbus. I go to Cincinnati. I go to, Cleveland area, Toledo. I'm all over
Yeah.
Ohio. So you'll have to look up my tour dates and come to a show sometime, okay?
Absolutely.
All right.
100%. I think I'm going to try and get on your boat tour.
Oh, yeah.
Your boat cruise next year, too. Yeah.
Well, it's going to be,
That'll be a lot of fun.
November 2021, Reeps Peeps Comedy Cruise. We're going to have karaoke, comedy, and we're going to do a podcast. We would love to have you, Colleen.
Oh, yeah.
Well, maybe.
That is my goal. Got to start saving now.
Well, I was going to say, maybe if you get this exactly right,
This will be a
it'll
down
pay for your
payment.
trip.
Oof.
I mean, maybe.
Well, there you go.
Colleen, how much
We'll
is the
see.
Screen Actors Guild residual check?
$161.43.
Colleen.
What I heard something hundred. Was
100.
it 100?
161.
What did you say?
161.43.
Got it. 161.43. Locking her in. Thank you, Colleen. All right, Alan. Let's go to other people. We have 2 left. Hi, John Reap here. Who am I talking to?
Your good old friend Roseanne Henshaw.
Roseanne Henshaw. Roseanne Henshaw. How you doing,
You
Roseanne?
got it. Doing okay. I had a pretty good day. You know, that was a good day.
What was that?
Except for the. But
What kind of-
yeah,
what kind of
I've been
bird was that?
chilling a little bit. That was that turkey. Remember
That was
the
a turkey.
day?
Okay, yeah. We're having there it is.
Yeah.
That's the turkey I know and love. Yeah, happy late Thanksgiving to you. Maybe that was the one that got pardoned,
Yeah.
and it's okay. So,
Yeah.
Roseanne, how much is the Screen Actors Guild residual check?
I'm gonna go on a little bit of a hike here. I think everybody's been way low except for the last person, so I'm gonna say $132.71.
$132.71. Okay, Roseanne, are you also aware of the talent show that we're doing?
Yeah, I heard about that.
Okay, good.
I'm so happy about that, and get some more information. Hopefully, you put it on your Facebook about how many times you could submit and all that other.
Yeah, we're just,
too.
we're still workshopping it, but I think what we're going to do is have everyone upload a video to the Country-ish Facebook fan page, and over time we'll collect them, and I think maybe in January of next year we'll do the talent show that way. Okay, so you got plenty of time, but be thinking about it. All right, you're locked in. Wait, how would you like to lock yourself in, Roseanne?
How about the turkey?
Go for it. All right, she's locked in. Alan, I think we have one more left. All right. Let's get to this last caller, and we'll pick a winner here. John Reap here. You're on the podcast. Who am I talking to?
You're talking to Ricky Neese from Virginia, Trammell Gap, Virginia.
Oh. Ooh, Ricky Neese from Colonel Gap, Virginia?
Trammell Gap.
Trammell Gap. I'm Isaiah's great uncle.
Oh, what a pleasant surprise. The great uncle of Isaiah. It is great to have you, Ricky. How are you doing, buddy?
I'm doing pretty good.
How's old Trammell Gap these days?
Hey, Trammell Gap's awful snowy today. We had about 2 to 3 inches snow. Had a little bit of slick roads, but it's all right.
Okay. Well, I hope you're hanging in there, safe and sound, and not driving, slipping around on slippery roads.
No, not much.
You're the last caller, Ricky. What's your guess going to be, buddy?
$103.12.
I know where you get it. He said dollars just like you do, Isaiah. That's awesome. I don't. Dollars. I love it. Well, how do you want to be locked in, Ricky?
Hey, Trammell Gap, Virginia.
You're Trammell Gap, Virginia, locked in.
Locked in. Dane, Virginia.
There it is. That's it. That's how you lock it in. All right. Okay, Alan, that's the last caller. I think it's time to reveal the winner. Well, for the first time ever, this is a first. On the right side of the decimal point is an even number. In fact, it's not a number. It's 2 zeros.
Ooh.
This has never happened before where there's been
Double
no
zeros.
change. Maybe it's because it's a syndicated type deal, but I don't know. No change on this one. So I don't know if anyone guessed even.
Nah.
Which means no one's going to get this check. But
who won the game?
It's 2 digits. Who won the game? It's 2 digits.
It's 2 digits.
So anyone who went over $99 is out.
Oh, which you persuaded a few to go there.
Well, I just said it's interesting.
Interesting.
But here's something else that's interesting.
Yeah.
The 2 digits are the same number. Do you remember what your guess was?
22.
And those numbers are the same. 2
Yes.
2.
Yep.
This check is for $44. Even. All right, the Alan Jackson, you got some figuring to do. Lots of 22s. Guesses in there. There was a 25.
There's a 50.
I think there was a 50. So can you reveal the winner of the Alan Jackson? Or Isaiah, who wants to do it?
Well, Isaiah, I think you should say because the winner is Elliot with $33.70.
Oh, Elliot is the winner of the guess of.
Elliot's
go ahead.
the winner.
Say it again.
Elliot's the winner.
With the guess of
$33.77.
33 what?
Oh, $33.77.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, so you win the game, Elliot. How are you going to celebrate tonight?
I think since I'm responsible for that check in the first place, because I can't tell you how many times I've watched that episode just to boost your SAG after checks.
Wow.
I'll probably go home and watch it again.
You know what? Maybe I should give this to you then.
No, I'm just kidding.
I do think, and you've told me this in the past. Oh, and that's how you play, and you say that part real fast. And that's how we play. How much is that screen actor residual check? Very good. Because Elliot reminded me of this one time. You could impact the game. If you download the ABC app on your Roku or Fire TV or even your phone or tablet, the entire series of Rodney, the Rodney sitcom I was on with Rodney Carrington, is available to stream for free. And you could impact the Screen Actors Guild residual check. But this one had nothing to do with Rodney. This was Blackish. Oh, man.
But that's also on the ABC app.
Yeah.
Blackish also on the ABC app. Thank you. Okay. Well, we've got a lot to do in this episode. We've got, where's the box?
The box is back.
We still have the box to open. We've got an interview with, this girl who was the worst cook in America. I talked to her earlier. And the Alan Jackson, should we just go straight to this interview? Okay. So Elliot turned me on to this girl, a very funny girl. She's also a stand-up comic. I think she was here in Hickory one time, right, Elliot?
Yes, sir.
And she won Worst Cook in America on the Food Network.
Yes, sir.
And we talked to her about that. And so why don't we sit back and enjoy this interview I had with Ari Robinson. All right, joining me right now is one of the worst cooks in America. Hey, Ari, how are you?
Hello, John. I'm doing great. How are you doing?
I am doing good. Thanks for joining us today. I would love to hear all about how this whole thing started.
Whew, okay, so
Yeah.
we've got to kind of take a trip down memory lane.
That's fine. How much time do you got, right?
Right. How much do you want to know? So me and my husband, we just celebrated 10 years just this past month in October. But when we were dating, I was thinking, okay, I've got to, impress him. I've got to cook for him. Because I'm just thinking, being, from the South, I'm like, well, all women know how to cook, like, duh. And so I'm thinking, he's the only child, but he probably comes from a family where his mom knows how to cook. She does all this stuff. Turns out his mama can't cook either. His daddy is the one who does all the cooking.
Okay.
But I didn't know this when we're dating. So I decided to make him a meal.
Uh-huh.
I made him some country style ribs and some candy yams and carrots, like nothing that went together at all. And so I'm making him these ribs when we were dating, and he tries them, and they were so dry that he choked on the ribs.
Oh.
And
Yeah. Well, it wasn't because they were spicy. It was because they were just too dry.
they were way overcooked. Like, they were no longer ribs. They were more like bricks.
Oh, yeah. That's no good.
They were terrible. So from then on, it was like, yeah, I'm going to do the cooking in this marriage. So he does most of the cooking. So he saw this casting call for the show, and he was like, hey, babe, I think you should totally go on this show. And I'm like, I think you should totally get a divorce lawyer, sir. Who do you think you're talking to? Okay. And I'm like, well, fine. I was like, I can learn a few new tricks in the kitchen. Cool, whatever. And so I do my audition tape, and they had me make lasagna, which I've never made lasagna other than the Stouffer's box that you put in the oven.
So the audition tape, they had you just record yourself at home trying to make things, and one of them that they asked you to make was lasagna.
Like, what the heck? I told them that my sister makes a good lasagna. I didn't tell you that I can make one. I told you I like to eat a good lasagna. And oh yeah, that's the one. You should make that. Oh my God. She sends me this list of ingredients. I go to the store and I'm like, okay, they're out of ricotta cheese, but they have cottage cheese. They look alike, so I'll just get that instead.
Oh, that's great.
I was like, well, they're both white cheese. Like, it should be fine.
Yeah, they both got that cotta sound in there. Ricotta, cotta, what's the difference?
They both look chunky and lumpy, so clearly they taste the same. And so then I'm getting the cheese, and then I'm looking at the noodles, and I just saw a box that said ready-make lasagna noodles. So I said, okay, I'm ready to make some lasagna noodles. So these are the ones clearly I need to get. And I put them in the oven. I didn't know I had to boil them first. I thought they were ready to make. So my lasagna comes out. I'm cutting into it. It's crunchy. It's crunchy lasagna. It's like taco lasagna. It's fine. It's fine.
Wow, that is hilarious. Man, I gotta try that. See how hard it is. That even edible?
Yeah, no. It was disgusting.
Well, you know what? I mean, in your defense, lasagna, one of the best things to eat, one of the hardest things to make. There's a lot of stuff you got to know. I've never tried to make lasagna, but when I see it, I love it.
Right. Yes, like literally, frozen lasagna is the best way to go. You don't have to do anything.
Yes, exactly.
No.
So that was your audition tape. You sent that in, and then what happens next?
They said, "Oh yeah, girl, you need to come fast." They're like, "We're surprised your family is still even alive.
Right.
Like, yeah, hurry up and get here."
And so did you go out to Los Angeles or New York, or where was it?
Yep, it was in New York. So we filmed in New York, like right outside of like Queens and Manhattan area.
Okay. And it was you and what? How many other people were on the show?
13. So it was 14 total contestants and 2 chefs.
And so each round was to advance. Did you have to be the worst chef every time, or were you trying to improve every time?
So you're definitely trying to improve. So it's called the worst because they take the worst, like 14 of the worst cooks in all of America. But every week you're learning a new restaurant meal by the chefs, and then they're going to taste it and see who did the worst this week, and that person is the weakest link, so you get kicked off.
Gotcha. Okay, so after you get on the show, your goal is to get better.
Not be the worst.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't know how the pyramid worked if it went that way. I got you. Okay. Okay, so that means you are now one of the best chefs in the country, right?
I am the best of the worst in all of America.
And so what is your favorite thing to make now, or what does your husband say is your best one?
My favorite thing to make that he's literally like, I can eat this every week. I make these Southwest egg rolls, and they are so
really
good. Oh my God, they're so good.
I love egg rolls. That's another thing I would have no clue how to make an egg roll.
Right.
I mean, it sounds complicated. I don't even know where you get what is the breading? What is that? What is the?
It's called it's just called an egg roll wrap or like a wonton wrap.
Yeah,
but
okay.
you can get it from Walmart. Like they have it in like by the produce section. Real cheap, $3. You get like 20 of them in there, and they are so good. Oh my God.
So when you won, what was the whole grand prize? Did you get did you get to go cook in some fancy restaurant in New York or?
Oh, I wish. We actually, for the finale, though, it was me and the last person on the red team, Zach. What we did was we got to cook in front of 3 restaurateurs and author chefs. It was a blind cook, so they didn't know who cooked what. But we had to cook a 3-course meal in front of them, and so then they chose the winner. And so we were in we were at this event space that had a commercial kitchen and really super duper nice. So it was kind of like we were cooking in a nice restaurant. But yeah, it was intense. It was legit. But the winner of that won $25,000 and then plus a whole kitchen suite from Wayfair.
There you go. So now I guess sort of the downfall of this is now that you're good at it and you got this money and all this cook stuff, now everyone's thinking, what are we cooking today? Like you're always in the kitchen now, I bet.
Yes. Oh my God. So now my family is all the time like, so can you cook this? Or you want to try this today? Or my kids even come to me and they're like putting in orders like I'm a waitress. I'm like, you realize this is not a restaurant style pantry. Like I just went to Food Lion. If you don't go sit down somewhere, like heck no.
Yeah.
And then, the money's gone. It was been gone.
Well, that's great. Congratulations. Was this like one of the first times that you were on television?
It was like I had like a very small cameo on oh God, I don't even remember what season it was, but it was on America's Got Talent. But this was like the first like big breakout anything that I got to be on TV for.
Well, that's great. And so you're a stand-up comic as well.
Yes.
And now, where did you start comedy?
In Greenville. Yep. So I started here locally. I started going to the open mics at Comedy Zone and just really traveling. I've gone and did open mics like all over South Carolina, North Carolina, Georgia, trying to keep getting at it. So that was back in like 2017, beginning of 2017. So I'm about to come up on my 4-year anniversary in January.
Well, that's great. So I bet you were doing stand up before you got on the chef, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so that probably came in handy because they probably want people who are funny on television and not shy. So, right, yeah. Have you seen this video? I'm sure you have. You're a comedian. It was this lady, I guess, in church where she's going off on the food. She's like, I've got greens, beans, lettuce, tomato, ham. I absolutely love that video, and every time I start dancing to it, yeah. We didn't do a lot of greens in my house. We did green beans, definitely. Green beans. My mom calls them greeny beanies. She puts onions in there, which is great. But not so much collard greens or any other turnip greens, which I've had them before and I like them, but I just didn't grow up with them. But we always do. What are your thoughts on fried okra?
Oh, God.
Okay.
I hate okra in all shapes and forms. Oh, I hate okra. And it drives my husband insane because he loves okra. And he's like, I'm totally taking your black card because you don't eat fried okra. And I said, listen, you can have it right along with that fried okra. I'm not eating it. Ugh.
What do you know? Is it the taste? Is it the texture? Is it because it's slimy?
Oh.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah.
It doesn't even taste good. Like, I love everything deep fried except for okra. Like, It literally doesn't even taste good. And then the inside is like, it's what I imagine mushy brains would taste like. It's mushy, slimy brains. And I'm not eating okra.
Okay, well, that's the only thing we don't agree on so far. I love me some fried okra. I love it. It reminds me of my grandma. You know how you just like your grandma's cooking or whatever. My dad's mom used to make really good fried okra. And honestly, I can't find it anywhere as good as the way she did it. I don't know what she did. Yeah.
That's a grandma thing. See, I only eat my grandma's chitlins.
I've never had chitlins.
What?
We got to get together.
Oh, my God. Listen, John, you've got to. I'm telling you, I won't eat anybody else's chitlins because chitlins are like so stink and like nasty that if somebody doesn't know how to clean them well, then you'll taste that in it too. But my grandma is so OCD, so she lives in Florida though, so I probably won't get to see her this year. But She makes the best chitlins. And then when she's done, you put them things in a bowl, some hot sauce. Oh, dear Lord Jesus.
So if I'm making chitlins, what do I got? You got to clean them first.
Got to clean them.
Okay. And then what? How do you prepare them? Are we frying them? Are we baking them? I don't know how to do it.
No, she cooks them on the stove in a pot.
Okay.
And they kind of make like a chitlin gravy in there too.
Okay.
I'm telling you, those things are so freaking good if they're done right. I tasted one other person's chitlins before, and I was like, those are disgusting. I'll never eat them again. So now I'm like, I understand why people are like, oh, I hate chitlins, because if they don't make them right.
Yeah. I know COVID's going around. Everybody's locked down at home. And so you're probably not able to do much stand-up right now. But do you have anything, any gigs coming up, or where can people find you perform anywhere?
Yes. So, yeah, COVID shut everything down, right? So, like, I was not used to this. When March came and shows started getting canceled, I was like, what the heck is going on? Like, last year I did 85 shows. Then COVID came this year. I was on schedule to do like 100 this year. I said, what in the world? So something me and my husband have always wanted to do for years was start our own podcast. And so we ended up doing that. We started in July. We got all of our stuff and equipment and stuff over the summer. We started doing it in July. And so we are 20 episodes in, a few bonus episodes and stuff. But it's called the Double A Shenanigans Podcast. We're on all of the podcast audio platforms, Spotify, Apple Music. We even do a video version and we put it on YouTube. So
very nice.
Can see us too.
Well, thank you so much for being on my podcast. And we're back. All right. Thank you, Ari. Don't forget, very funny comedian Gerry D is going to be zooming in a little bit later. You're going to want to stick around for that. Plus, we still got to find out what's in the box and a very funny small town news story. So stick around. We're going live. We're live on YouTube and Facebook and all that stuff. And we want to read your comments from time to time. So leave us an interesting, funny comment in the comment section, and we'll pick one at random. So let's go to Isaiah the intern. Let's go to you. What's up?
So Thomas is the one that sent in the box.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. And he said that there is some good stuff in the box.
That's the comment.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
And I hope by good stuff he means Cabo Wabo tequila.
What kind of tequila?
What?
Cabo Wabo.
Yeah, I know what that is, by the way. That is Sammy Hagar's tequila.
Yes.
Yeah. No, what made you say Cabo Wabo? You're too young to know about these things. You're not old enough to drink Cabo Wabo tequila.
I've always wanted to try Cabo Wabo tequila.
Have you had any tequila?
Yes, but I forgot what...
That's fine. I don't want to know anymore. Right, we got a lot to do.
Jose Cuervo, that's it.
That's okay. I don't think I've had Cabo Wabo either. Maybe one of these days on your 21st birthday, I'll get you some Cabo Wabo. Okay?
Please.
All right. We got a lot of show to do. So let's get to it. But first, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back with more country-ish after this. Nashville! It's your old pal, John Reap here. How you doing? I'm headed your way. That's right. December 29, 30, 31st. New Year's Eve, baby. Come ring in the new year with me. I'll be at Zany's Comedy Club. There's tickets down here. Get your tickets. Hey, everybody. John Reap here. Just want to say thank you for listening or watching this podcast. We love it when you do that. Also, I want you to go cruising with me. That's right. Not in a car, in a ship. That's right. It's the Reaps Peeps Comedy Cruise. Check it out. If you go to johnreap.com, click on the Reaps Peeps Cruise. All the information you need is right there. It's in 2021. You got plenty of time. November the 6th through the 11th. We're going to a private beach in Haiti. We're going to Nassau. I'm doing stand-up. We're doing a podcast, and we're doing karaoke. 5 nights. It's going to be a blast. Get on the boat with me, John Reap, and the Reaps Peeps Cruise. If you love this podcast and you love wearing shirts, well, we got something for you. If you go to countryishpodcast.com, click on merchandise, it'll take you to my store, and we have an awesome t-shirt for you. It's a country-ish podcast t-shirt. Look at it. Isn't it beautiful? Also, it's got the website on there. It's a soft tee, very soft, feels good on your skin, and it helps us keep the lights on here at the studio. So check out countryishpodcast.com. Click on merchandise, get yourself a t-shirt, and know that I love you. And we're back. Alrighty. We got a lot of show to do, so let's get to it. But first, I feel like I need to come clean with something to you, specifically you, Sebastian. And I just want to be honest with you. I do another podcast. I don't just do this one. I do another podcast.
I thought this was finished.
No, we're still seeing each other. I'll talk to him another day. I danced.
You danced?
I danced on the podcast. Look, for those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, a comedian friend of mine named John Heffron from Michigan. He won Last Comic Standing.
Oh, of course he did.
He's funny. And we do a podcast called Heffron and Reap. We just get together over Zoom and we talk. And it's very just like whatever pops in our head. We just talk. I mean, it's not. I like this one. This is fun to do. Yeah. I love doing this with you.
Whatever pops up is what you're saying.
Yeah. And we talk about the 80s a bunch. And I bought these acid wash jeans and I had a members only jacket. And yeah. Anyway, I thought maybe
you mean that's the 80s that we used to hang out in.
Yeah. Yes. Okay. Yeah, that's true. That's right.
Yeah. Those acid wash jeans.
Well, look, I think maybe you should just see it. Why don't you check out this clip of me and John Heffron on Heffron and Reap.
Do you want 80s or random dance? This is the first one I came up with.
Random dance. Whatever you got. I can't breathe.
Okay.
I'm done.
Okay. That was good.
Shit. God almighty. But I feel, like I said, I wish.
Hey, everybody, don't forget we got $20 pitchers. Make sure you stop on by the bar. $20 pitchers. Make sure you stop on by the bar.
Mark, it's not my fault.
Dude, how many, seriously, how, do you even have it in you to, like, have a full, like, dance one song if you're at a club anymore? I don't.
Not in these boots. I'm just now discovering these boots are not made for dancing. They're too heavy. They got steel in the toes. And I'm on carpet. And it catches on the carpet when I try to do stuff. So it doesn't look good. And hell, I guess that's my 48 too. I'm winded.
We'll slow it down a little bit for you.
If you wanna be my lover, you gotta get with my friends. Make it last forever. Friendship never ends.
Oh, dude, I got one for you, John, and then we'll leave this. Okay, hold on. I gotta find.
It's the boot, Shane.
Here we go. Ready? I'm going to speed round this one. Okay.
Okay.
If you're listening to this on the podcast, I apologize because you can't see this, but you know, okay, here we go.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah. It's Kitty. Yeah.
Whew. That makes me tired just watching that.
Dude, I thought you were doing that Dallas Page yoga every day. You should be in better shape. You look kind of rough.
You'd think so. I have been doing it. Obviously, you could tell when you look at that piece. Like,
well, you were flexible.
Looking good.
You're getting pretty flexible.
But it's just I don't know, cardio's not there yet.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's Heffron and Reap. Go to heffronandreap.com if you want to see those episodes. We've done a lot. And you could rate, review, subscribe, and share and all that stuff. Have you noticed my shirt yet?
Yep, I wanted to ask you about this shirt.
All right, let me get close.
I can't read it exactly on the bottom. Great.
See that? It says
Huntersville.
Am I in the shot, Alan? Yeah, you're good. Okay.
Huntersville, my town, my weed. So I have many questions about this.
Okay.
Who's weed?
Oh, it's a weed, not marijuana.
Oh.
Yeah.
I misunderstood.
They're trying to be funny and make it look that way.
Comedy.
Yeah. Yeah, Huntersville's trying to do comedy. And they do have a good sense of humor. Huntersville, North Carolina.
Okay.
There was actually, this was an episode of Fried, back when this was called Fried before Country-ish. And if you look up episode 18.
Well, I remember this.
The Legend of the Coneweed.
Coneweed, yep.
The Coneweed.
I remember this was a segment or
a
story that we did.
So I'll tell you real quick. In Huntersville, on a road across from a fire station, they were doing some construction, and they forgot to pick up a traffic cone. The traffic cone just stayed there.
Yep.
And over time, a weed grew up out of the traffic cone. And over time, people started decorating the weed coming out of the cone with Christmas ornaments.
Oh.
And it turned into a thing, and that's what this shirt is.
And now you've got the shirt.
Yeah. That was 3 years ago we did that.
Is it that long?
Yeah. Right. Wait a second. Alan, is he on hold? We have him right now? Okay. Dude, I love this guy. All right. He's zooming in right now from Canada. His name is Gerry D. He came in third on my season of Last Comic Standing, and he's honestly one of the funniest dudes ever. He's killing it in Canada. He's had his own show for many years on their comedy channel up there, and he's going to be the new host, he's the current host of their Family Feud. He's like the Steve Harvey up there.
He's the Canadian Steve Harvey.
Yeah.
Gerry D.
Like a photo negative of that. Anyway, he's on the horn right now. Everyone, sit back and relax and enjoy my buddy Gerry D.
Take another look and tell me
And he's right here, my friend, my amigo, Gerry D, joining me from Canada. And I just want to say this to begin with. It is a travesty that you did not win Last Comic Standing.
I should have won it. I totally should have won. I think you won. I forget because once I lost, I stopped watching. But
yeah,
I should have won. It's a joke. It's actually, you brought up bad memories. No, you know what's funny about that was, so it was you, Lavelle, and I left.
Yep.
And they had which I would have never told you this story because I was gone. But they had this. The band was coming in. Do you remember the band when they brought you guys in?
Yeah, just like random house music to play in between stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. So this band came with balloons and everything.
Right.
And they did it for you, and they did it for Lavelle. And then they said to me, "So you get it, right? You get what's going to happen here if you win." I'm like, "Okay, okay." I kind of just get that I'm not coming top two.
Oh.
And then the roast, we did the roast, and mine was very fast. It was very fast. So they, obviously I get it now, but they knew it was you and Lavelle in the final two. But the band was funny because this band came in and balloon or like, and then for me, they're like, so Gerry, we don't have time to do it again, but you get it. I'm like, I get it.
They're just trying to fast forward. Like, let's get to the top 2. Yeah, that was a whole whirlwind, man. That's where that's really where I got to know you real well. Was after that, and then doing the tour together. I mean, that's where I think we became closer. Was on the tour.
Yeah.
Because we pretty much bonded. Everyone sort of picks a buddy, and Gerry was mine. So many funny things. You're one of the funniest comedians I've ever seen in my life.
You too, buddy.
And you're kicking butt up there in Canada. You've had your own sitcom up there for how long now?
We ended it a couple years ago. We had 8 seasons, which was great. And some news on that. We're finally getting into the States. We're going to be on Amazon Prime. I don't know when. It's going to be in December, I think. So but anyway, I don't know when this will air, but we're going to be on Amazon Prime, all 8 seasons. We're very excited about that. So
very nice. Well, let me know when that happens, and I'll push it out here as well. 8 seasons of anything is awesome, and I was kind of hoping because I saw the news on Facebook or Twitter, and I just saw the post. You said something like, "We're coming to the States."
Yeah.
And I was like, wait, are they filming new things? Can I get a job?
It was misleading because the truth of that is I added to the title. I added Mr. D and then I put the gym teacher.
Okay.
Which I may change again to the teacher because in Canada, if you saw my face or the title, you'd already knew about it. But in the States, no one knows me. So we, on Amazon, there's a lot of great shows. We don't want to get lost. So I added this like moniker title to kind of give you an idea so that people are like, oh, I'm a teacher. What is this? So a little marketing strategy, but people here thought, oh, there's a new American version with, and I'm like, no, it's the same. Just
I was hoping it would be new just so I could audition and beg for a part. Yeah.
Yeah. I tried to get you on the Canadian one. We talked about that.
We did.
I don't know if it was scheduling or you were American. I can't remember, but
I think you were saying like it would not be worth my time. It was too little money.
That's what it was.
Yeah, and it was like a couple of episodes.
That was what it was. Yeah, we don't have the big American dollars here.
But thank you. We bonded. So for those of you who don't know, was it 2005? No, season 5, 2007.
Yeah,
that was the year that we were on Last Comic Standing together, and it was the top 5 was I think it was me, Lavelle Crawford, you, Amy Schumer, and then Ralph Harris. Those were the 5, and then we all went on tour together.
Yeah.
What are some of your favorite memories of the tour?
You remember Lavelle brought his manager. I forget his name, John, I think. Maybe his name was John too.
Yeah.
But his manager was with us.
Right.
On the bus.
Yes, I forgot that. That's right.
Yeah, so it's like, Lavelle had a manager with him, and we were all selling our CDs at the time. I think it was CDs. Yep. So after every show, it would be, I might have sold, we were doing big venues on that tour thanks to the title of the show and our names we kind of got known, but so you might have 2,000 people and I might sell 150 CDs. You might have been a 70, 40. It was different, right? But it was nice cash because the cash we got on the tour wasn't good.
Yeah.
As far as I thought would have been for that level.
Right. Yeah. We signed the contract early on. It was like,
we signed it early on. I tried to get out of it because we just had a baby and they wouldn't let me. And that's a whole nother story.
Well, hey, same here. I was getting married at that, right after I won, and how'd
that work out?
I moved on, just like Last Comic Standing.
I know, I'm kidding. So I forgot about her. So we get on the tour, and Lavelle, his manager, let's call him John. I don't apologize, it's not John. His manager would sell his CDs, and we would sell our own. Because we didn't have managers. And Lavelle would always say, how many DVDs you sell? Hey, Gerry D, John Reeve, how many DVDs you sell today? So I realized, and then I'd say like 42, he'd go to John and go, hey, John, how come Gerry D sold 42 DVDs and we didn't sell 42 DVDs? Right?
Yeah.
So I could see it was starting to bother him. So I up my numbers every night.
Right.
Ooh, 280, 280. How the hell you sell? I'm only selling 32. But then on the bus, I was just having fun with them because I love Lavelle. And every so often, I would just come on and go, I can't believe we got like wine and chocolate. You got wine and chocolates in your room? Yeah, my room had wine and chocolates. There was a pizza delivered. How come JD got a pizza delivered and wine and chocolate? Why did we get a hot tub in our rooms? You got a hot tub in your room? How come you got none of it was true? I was just shitting with them. But you know what? It was great.
Yeah.
You and Amy and I kind of hung out probably the most. Lavelle was with John. Ralph was kind of around, but yeah, it was. It was a great time overall.
Yeah, it was a good time. I missed the first couple of weeks because I was out in Hawaii getting married.
Right.
And then Lavelle was headlining because he came in second. And then I came in, and then he had to go back.
Oh, God. I forgot about that. That wouldn't have gone over well with him.
Yeah, so I don't think he liked that. But, I mean, overall, honestly, I have a lot of fond memories from the tour.
Yeah.
One of the funniest things that you did that stands out for me was, look, we were having fun. We were having drinks on the bus. We were having drinks before. We were living like little rock stars. And then sometimes if you're having fun, you go long. And I was last, and I was going long on this one particular show.
Oh, yeah. And we all want to get out of there, just so the listeners know. We all want to get going. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't remember this, but go ahead.
There's a bus waiting for us to get to the next destination. I mean, we would come out, we would sign DVDs, and then we'd get on the bus and we would leave and go to the next place. And I guess I was having fun and I was going longer than I should. And all the other comedians were like, we got to get out of here. And I just remember all of a sudden the audience laughing harder than they'd laughed at anything I'd said. And I'm like, what is going on? And I turn around and Gerry D is holding a spotlight, like a stage spotlight it's like that gigantic.
I don't remember
that. You found it backstage and you turned it on and you were doing this.
I don't remember that.
Oh, it was great. And that made me laugh so hard. But
I knew you could take it. No, I've always enjoyed I enjoyed that tour. I enjoyed we look, man, that's 13 years ago. We still talk. We still keep in touch, and it was great. It was great to see you in Tornado or Hurricane or whatever, Twister, whatever that movie was you were in.
Oh, Into the Storm. Yes.
Into the Storm.
Yeah.
So I Lavelle was on the Saul, Better Call Saul, I think. So it's great to see. That launched my career for sure. And
how long were you? I knew you had lived in LA for a minute or two. How long were you in LA?
Yeah, not long. I lived in LA in 2003. I went to Last Comic season 2. I went season 4. I kept advancing, and then season 5, our season, was the big one. We all kind of, I think, started trying to, in the early seasons, go to it. And then I left LA and came back to Canada. And what happened then was Last Comic opened up to Australia, Britain, and Canada. So there was an audition in Canada, and that's when I went, well, I'm here. I went to Montreal, and otherwise I'd left LA. And then when Last Comic ended, I was actually talking with Lavelle's manager because I was thinking, do I get a manager? And I just had a baby, and I remember vividly, I said, look, I don't want to be doing clubs down there 32 weeks a year. Mm-hmm. And he said, I don't want you doing clubs 32 weeks a year. I want you doing clubs 52 weeks a year.
Right.
And I got his point. His point was, we got to build on this now. And I just starting a family, and that was it. I knew LA wasn't for me.
Yeah.
I just thought I'll come back here, and I snowballed some stuff. I was on a sports network right after Last Comic. And then Mr. D, the sitcom, sort of happened shortly after. So, 3 kids and
no, that was smart. You started the trend really because everyone's leaving Los Angeles. I left. I don't know if I told you this whole story. I left 2 years ago, but maybe a little bit over 2 years ago.
I followed it online when your dad went through his scenario, and then you were back in Hickory. I knew that, which I got.
Yeah, so I'm back here, and it's the best decision I've made. I should have left L.A. way sooner than I did.
Yeah.
So and then you went up to Canada, where you're from, and now you're killing it. And I couldn't be happier for you, dude.
I'm happy for you, man.
And you even came to see me once. I was doing a show in Florida.
Yeah, Naples.
I got to tell this story because this is it's hilarious to me.
That was only 2 years ago.
Yeah, 2 years ago. I was doing a show in Naples, Florida, and I don't know how you knew I was there, if I reached out to you or how it happened on Twitter or whatever. But Gerry came out to my show, and it was embarrassing because I think it was like a late show Saturday. There were maybe 40 or 50 people in the crowd.
That's a lot for me down there.
Yeah, well, it's like here we went from theaters to now it's like, okay, now here's John Reap, the guy who won. And I'm just there on vacation visiting my Naples house from Canada. That was, and I'm like, yeah, good job, Dreep. I like what you did with the whole Last Comic Standing thing. Here you are, and then
you had to compete with all of America. I was the first Canadian to kind of come off at it had gone that far. So I was lucky, but. Big fish, small pond, as they say. You're fighting a much bigger battle than in the States.
So I love messing with people. It's one of my favorite things. You're good at it. You're a master at it.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, because you're convincing, because you're a good actor, people will believe you, right? Like that's a good. If you like messing with people, you have to be a good actor.
You have to commit. Yeah, you do. You have to. And even as a parent, my wife's like, God, because you have to fool your kids, but. It's funny, I did a podcast with a buddy of mine here, a Canadian comic, and he opened for me once, and he's doing really well now, but he opened for me once, and it was 2,500 people in a theater in Canada. It was one of my best shows, and I went out before he came out, and I told the crowd not to laugh. So here's this comic doing his biggest show ever.
Oh my God.
And he's just like, he's a little overconfident because it's an easy crowd. Like it's, and there's like no laughter. And he says, you got to hear him tell the story because he's like, I don't know what to do because this is like my best stuff. So I came out like I did with you and I said, I can't take this anymore because it was just, I let him do about 7 minutes of his 25 and he was just, it's a lot of like, okay, anyway. And you hear like 3 laughs because people came late and they don't know the joke. So they're just like, ha! You just hear 1 laugh. I love that. I love when people get me too, though, but I'll always try to get them back. That's the problem.
Anyway, dude, thanks for joining me. It's good to talk to you as always. And I'm very excited for your show, Mr. D, or Mr. D, the gym teacher, possibly, coming to Amazon Prime. Do yourself a favor. Check that out. You can thank me later. Thank you, Gerry D.
All the best, buddy. Thanks, pal.
All right.
See ya.
Oh, man, I love that guy. I could talk to him all day, man. Thank you, Gerry D, for doing that. And I appreciate you remaining silent during the whole interview and leaving.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
See,
when these comedians zoom in, I need to be, it's just one-on-one reaping comedian time.
That's how you do. That's fine. My cog.
So I appreciate it.
That's okay.
That guest I got on my own because I know Gerry D.
Yeah.
But we have an intern.
Yeah.
Elliot, the intern, who goes out and looks for new guests. In fact, I'd like to hear from you, Elliot. What irons in the fire do you have for me? And lean into that mic.
Yeah, well, just like last time, I'm sorry, but I haven't had a whole lot of time to track anybody down to interview because I've been playing detective on your behalf. I don't just, book guests, but I do security for you and your intellectual property. And it was brought to my attention that, the theme song that you play at the beginning of the show here.
Yeah, the theme song that I wrote.
Right. Yeah. Well, you say you wrote it. Come to find out, someone else has one that's very, very similar to that. So,
really?
Yes, sir. Yes, indeed. A television show supposedly was popular back in the late 70s, early 80s.
Interesting.
And I did some digging around, some poking around, and a gentleman by the name of John Snyder, maybe Schneider.
Oh, Rob Schneider's brother.
Yeah, probably.
The
related
comedian.
to the guy you opened for a few weeks ago. But yes, he has a new movie coming out called Stand on It, and he'd love to talk to you about it.
Well, we're joking. That's John Schneider, Bo Duke from
Bo
the Dukes
Duke.
of Hazzard, the beautiful blonde one.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, not related to Rob Schneider at all. Rob's Korean. There's no Korean in John Schneider that I know of.
No,
we haven't
forbidden.
done an Ancestry.com on the guy. We're not sure. But yeah, that's great. Would love to have him on the show. You know, I've worked with him before. Las Vegas, the Vegas Comedy Festival. Alan, you were there. Oh, yeah. I think you said you ran into me one time in Vegas during the TBS Comedy Festival. And John Schneider was the host that night. That's right, he was. So maybe you could. Maybe I'll let you in the room if I talk to him. You won't be here.
I know. I'm sure I won't.
All right. Don't forget, man. What's this right here?
What's in the box?
What's in that box? We have no idea what's in the box, but stay tuned because at the end of the show we're going to open it. But first, it's time for one of my favorite segments. Dare I say, some people might say the anchor of the show. It's the one that people keep coming back for because they're like, you know, there's a lot of negative things going on in the news. Politics, pandemics, all kind of protests, and we try to find the different stories, the ones that fall through the cracks, lighthearted and fun and interesting. And, you know, it's a segment that you don't have the. Oh, sorry.
You don't have the.
Oh my God. I thought maybe you were like forgot. Thank you, Justin Clyde. Hit it.
We're just small town dudes with small town news, breaking stories of crimes committed you never do. Mind your P's and Q's or they'll cover you. The town may be small, but the news is huge.
All right, Sebastian, what do you have for me today?
Out of Estero, Florida.
Oh.
Population 23,000.
Okay.
We got a story that's worldwide right now.
Ooh.
And I know you've probably seen it. Everybody across the world's talking about it.
And it is.
And it is.
What is it? What's the story? I don't know what
You've
you're
not
talking
seen
about.
it.
Well, I don't know what it is yet. Tell me what it is. What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the little cute puppy.
Oh.
That a gator.
Yes. I did see it.
Attacked.
Oh, that was everywhere.
And the man, the owner,
yeah,
saved the puppy.
Yes.
Wrestled. That's how they say it in Florida.
Wrestled it.
This was one of these WTF stories. What the Florida, right?
What the Florida?
And let's look at the video. We got the video. If you haven't seen it, and you've been under a rock somewhere,
right, okay.
But we've got that, and then we've got the follow up. What happened to the dog?
Oh yeah, okay, all right. So you're going to refresh our memories with the
Watch
actual
the
video.
story.
This was great. I remember when I saw this, it was like we had just finished the last episode of Country-ish, and I'm like, dang it, because we need that on the show because that is a country-ish thing right there in Florida. A dude, I think he had a cigar in his mouth.
Mm-hmm.
A little gator comes out, takes the puppy. He takes the puppy out of the alligator's hands.
Yes.
All while leaving the stogie in the mouth, right?
That's
what you're talking about.
That's the one.
Oh, let's look at that video
All
again.
right.
Okay.
Oh, Alan, pause it right there.
Oh yeah. Dude.
That shot right there. Just look at that.
Whatever happened to Wilford Brimley? Now you know. He's alive and well in Florida.
Wilford didn't die.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
like Elvis.
No, he retired.
He retired in Florida.
That's where he's at. He's down there with his sleeveless shirt, saving puppies.
Yeah.
Diabetes don't slow this man down.
This is if I was this guy, I would make a 30-foot canvas and put this on my wall. I mean, this is classic.
I mean, honestly, he needs to be the face of something. Either cigars, maybe dog food, maybe, I don't know, whatever, some sort of older medication, like Nugenics.
There you go.
Maybe like,
yeah. What if he wears one of them Brett Favre copper bracelets, and that's why he's got all, that's where he's got all his power from.
Right. I mean, I want to know a lot. Okay, we've seen this, which
this-
is great, by
yeah.
the way. Now, by the way, this video that you've chosen, I've not heard this one before because I can hear the puppy.
Well, it sounds bad, and they blocked this on national news.
Yeah.
But we got the raw, uncut footage here.
Yeah.
Because
And you can hear him groan.
Yeah, you hear
He's
him.
going,
Yeah.
And the puppy. Oh my gosh!
Yeah.
Let's hear it again.
Yep.
Oh my gosh!
Oh, it was just a shock. It happened so fast that, instinct just took over, adrenaline kicked in, and, I just went right in the water after the gator and gunner.
All right, pause it.
Yeah.
And he had
Richard Wilbanks. Look at the hat. He's got his dog on his hat. I mean, it's a cute dog.
It is the cutest dog.
They said it's a Gunner.
Gunner the dog.
Gunner versus Gators.
We can make a whole series of this.
Right. Now, did he make the hat before or after the alligator
I'm thinking
attack?
this guy had the hat before.
Yeah.
Don't you?
I think so, because not everyone would have gone in the water. But if you've got a dog where you're in love with your dog so much that you put it on a hat,
Yep.
you got to go in the pond.
And let me tell you, when the gator's going underwater, he took that dog underwater.
Yeah.
What's the odds on you even catching that gator?
That's true. I mean, sure, it was a baby gator.
Yeah.
Still, those are sharp teeth, and they could really do a lot of damage.
Yeah.
So hats off, no pun intended, to this guy for Richard Wilbanks. It's in a weird way, I feel bad that he's married because he could probably score big points with the ladies after doing something like this. You know what I mean?
He's a celebrity now.
He's a celebrity now. Now, I'm hoping his wife took note of this.
Yeah. Think she,
You
think he had a good night?
Maybe some doggy stuff. I don't know. Listen, puppy owner and rescuer, they've labeled him.
Yep.
Richard Wilbanks. I like this guy. Let's continue, shall we?
Went right in the water after the gator and gunner.
Gator and gunner.
And he had the dog, and he is covered in blood, not the dog. So I was just like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Everything's going through my mind. And he said an alligator, and I was like, you got to be kidding me. I mean, I really did not grasp it.
You understand how to deal with them, how to interact with them, or not.
All right, pause it.
Then
so this dude apparently is with what's called F-Stop Foundation. Because I was curious about the camera. Who was recording it?
Yeah. And I assumed it was a security camera on the house. You thought somebody was just watching it, kind of like you do. Like when this is what happens when a fight breaks out. Your video, and we're all
some people's in charge of the GD door.
Right.
Some people's in charge of getting footage.
Right. You're in charge of the footage.
I'm the footage guy.
We're trying to save the beer and the ladies over here, but you get the content. I thought that was you.
Right.
But it was a wildlife cameras that they had set up doing, I guess, some filming all over their neighborhood.
Right. So apparently, because I've looked it up too later, that apparently there's a wildlife effort to cohabitate the wildlife and the people.
That's working well.
And it seems to be working, except for when, by the way,
this is not uncommon in Florida.
We love Richard for going in there and getting his dog, but technically, he should have had it on a leash.
He should have.
Because they warn them down there.
Yeah.
All the time.
Well, Floridians make fun of Yankees for bringing their chihuahuas around the water, and they'll turn around and they'll disappear, and they don't know what happened.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
that's what happens.
That's what happens.
Yeah.
He just luckily they're close enough to catch
So I wonder if a part of him felt super guilty because he knew he should have had the puppy on a leash.
And he had to go tell his wife.
He's like, all right,
the gator.
Tell my wife,
or
that I
find
forgot
a
to
gator.
get the leash, or am I going in? Well, I want to know more about his wife now.
Yeah.
No, he had to get that puppy.
He did.
So this dude William Freund is talking about the whole wildlife.
And you mentioned not only is man enough to go get a gator, put his hands in the mouth of a gator, get all cut up, but never break stride on that cigar.
I know. That was the thing that stuck out to me the most.
I mean,
was the cigar never came out of his mouth.
He's got his hands. He gets his hands in the gator's mouth, and he's stuck for himself for a while.
Yeah. Now he's bleeding. Now he didn't have time to think. Like, Hang on. It's like there's no time to worry about the stogie. We got to get this thing now. But if it were me, maybe it would have fallen out.
I would have probably dropped.
Ow! Like he grunted his teeth.
Yeah.
But I really thought maybe someone, when I first saw this, it was at a golf course, because you see this all the time in Florida. Gators and golf courses, they're coming out and getting geese and ducks and whatever is around. But I thought maybe it was a golf course, and maybe a friend was holding a camera like I would have done, taping it, videoing it. But no, it was a wildlife thing. Yep. So that's why it's a good shot, because it's still
great.
It's a good shot. They got really lucky with those cameras being there.
Yeah.
All right, let's see what William has to say.
Outcome is always positive. Was happy to hear that the gunner was okay, and obviously Rick as well, and the gator. So everybody turned out okay in the story.
Oh, Gunner. Look at him. Now he's on a leash now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's good. I like that the guy threw in there, too. And the gator was fine.
Yeah. Well, that's how the wildlife
right,
people do.
Of course. Okay, so everyone comes out okay on this. William turns out to be a hero.
Yep. Getting some love.
The wildlife people are like, hey, gator survived, too.
Yep.
It's working. The only problem is you got to remember now, leash up, right? That's the only mistake that was made, was the fact that he didn't have his dog on a leash. For the dog's safety.
Yeah.
Now, you have a follow-up.
We have a follow-up. Okay. What happened to the dog?
Yeah, Gunner.
So, immediately following the attack, Gunner was in shock, obviously. Once Richard was able to pry Gunner free, the gator clamped down on Richard's hands, and then he had to free himself. The pair went back to the house, both dripping with blood. After a quick home fix, this is what I really like. After a quick home fix on Richard's hands, Gunner went to the animal hospital.
Oh.
So, Richard,
he
fixed his stuff at the house. So let's get the dog.
He's like Rambo, stitching himself.
Yeah, he's not going to the emergency room. We don't do that.
Right. The wife was like, you didn't put him on a leash. You fixed your damn hands yourself. We're going to the animal hospital. Yeah. Gunner got bit.
Yep. So they were worried, of course, about internal injuries, but the x-rays showed only some water in the lungs.
Okay.
And the puppy stayed at the hospital for a few days to recover. So Gunner is just right as rain now.
Oh, good. Oh.
Greeting visitors at the door. Only puppies can muster. He has a new leash for his walks. So, yep, they got him on a leash now.
Oh, good.
So, all turned out well. Do we got some pictures?
He has a new leash on life.
Oh, my gosh.
That's what it says. You gave me this. It says it right there. He has a new leash on life. I love it when they do that stuff.
There he is. So look.
Oh. These two, they need to make a movie out of this.
Yeah.
Just like.
Oh, my God.
Look at him. I would go in after that dog, too.
Yep.
Yeah, it says it right there. Hello.
Yep.
No fishing. Stay away from the water.
Do not feed the
There's
wildlife.
A sign. He's like, well, hell, I didn't see it. I just moved here from Texas.
Look at this man.
I like his shirts.
Yep. Oh. She's going to get him. She was going to get him. He jumped in.
Now, see, my mom has had two dogs, and when I was living there in my life, she's had two dogs. And they were Cocker Spaniels. This is some sort of spaniel.
Yeah, Springer Spaniel.
It's like an English something. I don't know. But them fluffy ears and them big eyes. How can you not go in after that dog? Look at him. Cute. Well, good to hear. Yeah, they need to make a movie out of this, or at least a short story or something. You know how that guy, the pilot, saved the plane and landed on the Hudson River?
What's that name, Isaiah?
Sully.
They
need to make
Sullenberger.
They need to call one Gunner and the Gator.
And
it's kind of like that.
Story,
yeah. All right. Well, thank you, Sebastian. The town. Well, go ahead.
I was going to say a good feel-good story.
It's a feel-good story. No one died.
No one died. Everybody came out on top.
Yeah. In Estero, Florida, the town might be small.
Yep.
But the news is huge. All right. You know what's been killing me this whole time? What's in that box?
What's in that
I
box?
really have no idea. Let's see who it's from again. Can you read me who it's from? So
Thomas Everett.
The Country-ish Crew, Thomas Ewert, Ewert, I'm not sure how to pronounce it. Thank you for sending us gifts. I mean, this seems to be turning into something because people send us stuff from time to time in the mail. We also do a segment called Goodwill Hunting, and we put things in the box. Apparently, unboxing is a thing. So I think this might be a new segment that we might be calling.
Who's in the box? What's in the box? What's in the box? What's in the box?
Good job, Alan. Wow, that was on the fly.
Oh, that was really good.
All right, well, you got a knife there, courtesy one Isaiah Pinnell. Let's rip this sucker open and find out what's in the box. Let me get my laptop out of the way. Rip into that sucker. All right, here we go. All right, do your thing, Sebastian. I know you're good with knives. Don't cut yourself.
Knives and wives, brother. Knives and wives. Better with knives.
Big knives and ex-wives. That's your story.
That's a new segment.
Oh, look at this. Okay, here's a card.
Okay.
I'll start with the card. What's in the card? Oh, it says Merry Christmas. And it says, oh my goodness, this is long. Happy holidays to the Country-ish Crew. 2020 was rough, but your show is a bright spot that helped make the year a little better. Thank you for making me laugh and forget all the negativity in the world. I also enjoy Walkie Talkie Time and Heffern and Reap podcast. I truly appreciate what you do. I was stationed in Germany when I was in the Air Force. I hope you enjoy some of my favorite holiday snacks. Please share the fruitcake with popsicle. My dad loves fruitcake.
Oh, yeah.
I wish all a happy and safe holiday season. See you next year on the Reaps Peeps cruise. The numbers, supporters. I like this guy. He goes, the numbers, our supporters, are Patreon.
Yeah.
The numbers may be small for now, but the impact is huge.
Oh, I like that.
How great is that? Thomas Ewert, Major United States Air Force, retired Country-ish Patreon. With all good wishes for a Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Thomas, I want to get his name right. Let me know. Is it Ewert? I don't know how to pronounce it, but I want to get it right. Thank you. What's in the box?
In the box.
Fruit cake. Clank. This is my dad's favorite.
That's the only one.
Fruitcake.
Yep.
Clanston.
That was my dad's favorite.
Fruitcake. World famous. This is the dark version. All right. What else we got?
Got some cookies.
This must be from Germany.
All
when
German
he was stationed
stuff.
in
This
Germany.
is all German.
Yeah. Berghoff chocolate-coated gingerbread cookies. Oh, my God.
For the ginger in the house.
I'm never going to lose weight.
There went the yoga. Sorry, Diamond Dallas.
Thank you. I'm not complaining. I love it. Oh, my gosh. Well, look at this. This is all those little chocolate wine bottles.
Oh.
I think it's like there's liquid in here.
Yep.
And you bite the top off.
Yep.
Let's see what it says. Let me get my readers. Thank you, Elliot, for supplying me these readers. Dark chocolate bottles with liquid cocktail fillings. Oh, we've got mojitos, cosmopolitans, margaritas, strawberry daiquiri, Cabo Wabo. Just kidding.
Cabo Wabo.
You're not getting any of this, young man. You're too
Hey,
young.
I've had those before.
Not on my watch. Not in this studio.
There's something that's Christ, because it's Christmas.
Chris Christolin. What is this? This is, I don't know what this is. It's all in German. It's some sort of like cake with a white frosting on it. It looks great, though. Oh, my goodness. What else? More of these gingerbread cookies. Brown gingerbread stars. We've got.
Support all the gingerbreads.
Keep going. What else we got in there? Just pull everything out. Pull everything out.
There you go. Finally, these.
We've got orange liqueur. It looks like some sort of orange flavor, covered chocolate thingy. This is great.
Awesome.
Wow. That's everything, right? Oh, my gosh. Well, thank you, Thomas Ewert, and Merry Christmas to you, and thank you for being a supporter, and thank everybody who watches us, and we love it when you rate, review, subscribe, and share, and If you want to be a Patreon supporter, best thing to do is go to countryishpodcast.com and click on the support page. There are many different ways you can support. I think we had a commercial for it earlier, so check that out. But if you don't have any money, you can always write a review, and we'll read that on air from time to time randomly. Man.
You're going to be somewhere this coming week sometime?
The 5th, that's this coming Saturday, we'll be at MVP. The 18th, and I just read an email from Reno. It may or may not be happening. I don't know yet, so stay tuned. I don't know if I'm going to Walhalla, South Carolina or not. But the date's up there. I'll keep you posted. I will be.
First.
Yeah.
That's going to be fun.
At the end of December, going to be in Nashville at Zany's Comedy Club. All my tour dates can be found at johnreap.com. Click on tour dates. Still doing cameos. If you want me to do a video message for you or anyone for a Christmas idea, go to cameo.com, John Reap. Ginger Beard Man, still on Amazon Prime. What else? YouTube. Alan, what am I forgetting? I think we did a good job. I had a good time. This was a good produced hodgepodge of a show, but it was fun. I want to thank Gerry D for doing it. I want to thank you, Sebastian. For intern Isaiah. For Elliot the intern. For Amar the intern. We're going to get you on the show one of these days, buddy. For the Alan Jackson and Sebastian, my name is John Reap. Bicycle!
Well, life on the farm is kind of laid back, but I wouldn't know that I'm from a cul-de-sac. Don't chew tobacco and I don't smoke crack. Thank God I'm country-ish. Well, it's simple kind of life, every dip and no harm, but I do know a guy with only one arm. Keep your fancy smartphones and your self-parked cars. Thank God I'm country-ish. Well, I got a podcast that'll make you giggle. It ain't number one, it's right in the middle. The town's not big, but it ain't too little. It's time for country-ish. Go on,
Hey everybody, it's me again. I just want to say thank you for listening or watching this podcast. You know, we couldn't do this without supporters like you. Oh wait, are you not a supporter? Well, you could be. It's real simple. Go to countryishpodcast.com. Click on the word support. That will take you to our Patreon page. That's our support page. And from there, you can support us many different ways. There's different levels. You got $5 and up. You got Pewter Pro, Rhinestone level, Executive Zirconia, all the way up to Platinum Elite. And all of them come with different rewards. We're talking hats, t-shirts, ginger beard masks, even be a guest on the show. You got to check out our Patreon page. Go to countryishpodcast.com, click on support, and thank you.
Yeah!
You're still here, eh? Take off, you hoser.